opening comment.
First, I just want to say how incredibly proud I am of my team. You know, down 9 with 3 minutes left, and we've been saying all year, you're never out of the fight, and they stayed with it. I knew in timeouts that we were going to win that game based off their responses and how they were talking to each other and the demeanor that they had in huddles, and they trusted each other. We did not play our best game, but we did not get down. We stayed 200 feet mentality, and we made shots when it counted, and we made tough plays when we needed it the most. And I cannot say enough about their toughness and their heart to finish that ball game. And a lot of credit to Rice. Tina's done a phenomenal job with that program. 16-0 in conference, the way they're playing right now. They're just a great team, and they have a bright future ahead of them.
Questions for student athletes to the right, Christy.
Christy Reekin from the AP. Natisha, when y'all are down by 9 points with only 3 minutes left, can you give us a sense of what y'all were saying in the huddle and how things were going on?
As Coach said before, we talk a lot about we're never out of the fight. And no matter what the score is, how much time is left, we're going to give it our all. So we knew that we just had to battle back, and we had to do it quickly if we wanted to win the game. In the huddles, we were just staying positive and encouraging each other to do what we had to do to win the game.
To the far left, second row.
Lauren, what were some things you did to defend against 6'9" forward in Mulkey?
Yeah, she's a phenomenal player. She definitely adds a lot of height to them, and I was just trying to be physical with her as much as possible and get my hands up and all up to the best of my ability and just alter her shot anyway and make sure she didn't get the rebounds either.
To the right, Christy.
Alizé, we talked a lot about y'all's experience and being here and the age of the team. How much do you think that helped with your poise down the stretch, like not getting down whenever y'all had such a big deficit?
I think it played a key factor in today's game, especially just because we were down and they started to go on a little run. But I think we kept our composure and we didn't try to, get too frantic or force shots. We just kept calm and we found the best open option. And I think it really helped us down the stretch, and we were able to knock down shots and get ourselves back into the game. So I think our maturity helped us a lot win this game.
Second row on the left.
This is for any of you guys. What are some things you'll look to improve on moving into the second round in the next game?
Lauren, you want to take it?
Sure. Probably transition. We didn't get a lot of what we want in transition tonight, and just having that scorer's mentality every single possession. And I think at sometimes we were getting lackadaisical with that. But I think defensively we did a phenomenal job. We just need to be able to push tempo better and get the ball out quick and hit our rim runs and run people out of the gym.
And I would say, just our free throw attempts were down. So, when you're in the NCAA tournament, everybody pretty much has size. So they can't really stray us away from attacking the basket. I think we have to attack the basket with more of a force because we are an attacking team and get to the line a little bit more than we did today.
To the right, Kristen.
Natisha, like you said, y'all didn't maybe play your best game. You're still able to win. Does that give you guys even more confidence going forward, knowing that you can play even better?
Yeah, we just knew that, we didn't really play Marquette basketball today, but the fact that we were still able to win shows a lot of maturity, and I think going into the next game, we're going to fix all our mistakes that we had this game, and we'll be able to correct them hopefully by Sunday. Hopefully. Yeah, we will.
Anything else for student athletes? Ladies, thank you very much.
Great job,
congratulations.
Ladies. Thank you.
All right, questions from Coach. To the left, second row.
Coach, offense struggled throughout the game, but you guys were able to fight through the adversity in the fourth quarter and come back from a 9-point deficit. How were you guys able to do that and overcome the struggles you had early on?
I think it starts with our mindset, and we've been practicing all year to be tough and have a 200-feet approach, and what we mean by that is the last shot's over, the last possession is over, move on, and the only one that matters is the next one, and a one-minute mentality. And I absolutely thought our team did the best job we've done of that all year. We did not play our best, clearly, but they stuck together, they stayed focused, they stayed confident down the stretch, even though we weren't shooting the ball well, and that's what you need to do. And I think it was contagious from our veterans down to our sophomores. And that's what you want, is you want your leaders to make everybody else more confident. And I think Selena and Lauren really stepped up huge for our program tonight. And I give a lot of credit to them because this season it hasn't been easy. We've been hit with a lot of adversity. And that sophomore class, every time we've asked them to step up, they have. So I'm incredibly proud of Selena and Lauren.
To the right, Christy.
We were talking about the experience you guys have and the leadership. How much do you think that played a role in y'all's ability to come back today?
Well, I think it was huge, especially for this group, is now that they've even seen themselves in a situation where they've weathered a storm and they've handled it, I think this will give us a lot more confidence going into Sunday's game because the opposite happened against DePaul in the conference tournament. And what a difference a week can make. Even Natisha stepping up and making those big-time free throws. And I just think, you know, that maturity level, that trust of each other, and they don't want to lose. They don't want to quit playing. And, you know, they don't want their last game in that jersey to be remembered as a moment where their offense didn't go well. So I think they just gritted it out. They looked at each other and they said, we're not losing this game.
Third row here on the left.
So obviously the offense didn't score as many points as it usually did. Can you talk a little bit about how the defense stepped up, especially with the full court pressure and the forcing turnovers?
Yeah, it was huge, you know, and I think last year I don't know if we win this game because our defense wasn't at the point that it is now. We relied solely on our offense in the last 2 years, and we've really matured as a basketball team. And I think that speaks to my staff. I think it speaks to our student athletes for just getting in the gym and fixing our weaknesses because when we scored 58 points in years prior, there's no way we would have come up with a W. So I love that we can win in different ways now.
All right, Christy.
You said earlier when you were looking at the ladies on the bench, or in the huddle, you were saying you thought they were like, we're not going to lose this game. Did anyone actually say it, or was it more of a?
Absolutely, and I remember it. I'll never forget it. You know, she came in and she said, "Come on, y'all, we're not losing this game." And it was such a different mentality than we had at DePaul. And you know, we actually showed clips of their team and their huddles saying those words. So I think they learned a lot of lessons from that loss, and that's what you want. You're going to fail. You're not going to go undefeated or play a perfect game all the time. So you got to learn your lessons from your failures, and I think this group has done a great job with this year.
Third row on the left.
Coach, if we can, just talk about what Rice brought that did not allow for you all to knock down shots, especially in the way you all normally do as far as from your threes and all.
Yeah.
And you're not getting to the free throw line.
I think Mulkey really got in our heads a little bit. Obviously, you know, she leads the country in shot blocking, and maybe that was my fault. Maybe I talked a little bit too much about that. But I think we got tentative, and I didn't think we attacked the paint like we normally do. And that's when we're a really good basketball team, when we're sharing the ball and we're getting in the paint, whether it's the pass or the dribble or the penetration, and we're going inside, outside. And I thought we really lacked that tonight. We tried to correct it at halftime. Obviously, didn't do a great job of adjustments there, but I thought, you know, when it mattered in overtime and that last 3 minutes, they really gritted it out.
To the left, third row.
Coach, is there anybody in you all's league that attacks you all like Rice did today?
Not size-wise, no, but I think we did a great job with our schedule is going out and getting Notre Dame, that has a lot of size, Mississippi State, for exactly this reason. So when it comes time to NCAA tournament time, that we've played against size. But, you know, the Big East has phenomenal players and phenomenal teams. We just don't have a 6'9" player in our league that we play against every night.
Anything else? Second row here.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Selena and Lauren and their defensive efforts and really stepping up when the seniors weren't necessarily shooting the best?
Yeah, they were huge. You know, Selena is, in my mind, one of the best defenders in the country, and she has been from the moment she's walked on campus. She can guard 1 through 5, and she gets everybody else motivated and everybody else rolling. That steal to end halftime was a huge momentum shift for us. And I think her energy really fuels the rest of our team when it comes to the defensive end. And Lauren, I mean, I can't speak enough about how she stepped up today. That's a really tough matchup for her size-wise. And I thought she really played terrific and tough. And even when she scored on her, she kept a positive attitude, and she stayed in the game. The charges that she took, the smart plays that she had, she really played like a senior tonight.
Last one here on the far left, second row.
Finally, heading into the overtime, what was the mindset for the team after coming back from that deficit, as I mentioned earlier?
I think we just took a deep breath and we relaxed. I figured if we could push it to overtime, we'd be in good shape. And the way we pushed tempo there in that last 5 minutes, I think Amani hit a little jumper there and Alizé hit some big shots. But overall, I think it was our composure. I really do. I think that they stayed in control and they stayed with a 1-minute mentality.
Coach, thank you very much.